Hello and welcome to my channel. All these women, well, in between when these women are getting killed and stuff is happening, we have this 3-year-old boy, and his name was Roland Jack Spencer III, and he went missing. It says he was May of 1984. They believe he was abducted. It says he was only 2.5 feet tall and only weighed 24 pounds. And I'm wondering if they're guesstimating that because what is the average height of a 3-year-old is what, 36 inches or something like that, and the average weight is much more than 24 pounds, I think. So I'm wondering if they weren't guesstimating that. Anyway, he had on a long-sleeve red t-shirt and white stripes on the sleeves, brown corduroy pants, and tan boots. It says he's mentally disabled, he has epilepsy, and can only walk for about 12 feet without falling. Without medication to control his seizures, he may slip into a coma. He also suffers from hearing loss and has very limited vocabulary. He can only speak the words mama, dada, and doe at the time of his disappearance. Oh, that's why they called him Doughboy. A Native American male, black hair, brown eyes. Roland has a scar on his abdomen. His nickname is Doughboy, and he may go by the middle name Jack. It says he was last seen in the vicinity of Night Lane and Campbell Road in Wapato. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wapato. Wapato. I don't know how to say it. Sometimes I just lose my words. May 25th, 1984. He has never been heard from again. He is presumed to have been abducted by a non-family member. Curiously, Roland's mother, Celestine Faye Spencer or Yallop, she disappeared in 1982 and was later found deceased at the bottom of a gully in a field off McCullough Road along north slope of Ottenham Ridge. Her body was found on November 11th that year, 2 weeks after she was last seen. The cause of death was ruled to be hypothermia and the manner of death as accidental. And I find it hard to believe that any of those deaths then were accidental. I don't know. I like it better when they put mysterious death or something because it gives it less presumptions, you know. In 2009, the FBI reopened the investigation into her death, along with the cases of 15 other women, most of them homicide victims who died on or near the Yakima Indian Reservation in the 1980s and early 1990s. Roland went to live with his great aunt after Celestine's death. He has been declared legally dead, but his case remains unsolved. And I don't know, you think somebody abducted him? Maybe they did. I don't know, but I know there was that one child in California that was ages 2 to 4, and he died, and he had something wrong with him that could have called it something. I think it was something about his brain or fluid or something. But what he had wrong with him, I think it could have caused epileptic seizures, and I don't know if it's similar to what this young boy had, but there were no other young boys for years missing. But the young boy in California, I think she died, what, 1982? So I'm gonna guess that it was probably 1983 that they found the John Doe and, you know, a young toddler. And I think it was a year before he was reported missing. But I can't help but wonder if it was the same person, even though it was all the way in California. I don't know if it was the same person or not. I wish they would check, you know, because it's the only child. And if something happens, what are you going to say? Oh, you know, can you really go and tell somebody that something happened? You know, because it's so hard to take care of someone like this. And what if something happened, you know? But I don't know. Maybe it's a completely different child. Maybe somebody did abduct them. Maybe they kidnapped them. Maybe they thought, I don't know. You just don't know these things. There's no way of knowing it. But if you know, if you have any information, there's a number for the tribal police. Even if you feel like you don't know if it's important, you don't know if it's hearsay, you don't know if it's true, you're wondering it's just something you heard, you can contact them and give them the information instead of holding on to it for years and years and never knowing. Let them decide if it's going to help them solve the case or not. Maybe they'll make a note of it. Maybe it'll be that little missing piece they need, like that missing piece to the puzzle that drives you crazy when you're doing a jigsaw puzzle. That helps them solve the case. Anyway, it's so sad that young boy, whatever happened to him, and I'm sure their aunt that was raising him, I'm sure she really loved him and she was appreciative to have him in her life. So, don't forget to stop and pray for his loved one and his families. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.